Hello Chelsea fans of the internet. I'm your local blue here. I hope you guys are having a great day. I surely am. And we are going to be going over the Chelsea v Liverpool game that's going to happen tomorrow. But before we get on to that, let's go over the Chelsea v Brighton game because there are certain things about the game that I want to go over in this video before we start talking about the Chelsea v Liverpool game. As fate would have it, I got the first game of the Chelsea v Brighton game right. The first game covering the new season. And I am very happy about that because not only was that the first game that I actually had made a prediction on, but that I was able to luckily predict it, and maybe everything else I said in that video wasn't complete nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Now, even though Chelsea had a tough game against Brighton, because we know that Brighton are a very good team offensively, I feel like our own mistakes made the game very hard for us. Marcos Alonso was constantly getting beat by Lanty, who without a doubt was one of the best players on that pitch across both teams. His confidence in defending along with his fast pace and counterattacks, and you have yourself a deadly player who maybe Chelsea shouldn't have given away too soon. And the more Lamptey started to grow into the game, the more he started to put Marcos Alonso out of it. I feel like every time that Brighton came rushing into our left side, you can expect them to always get a cross or a shot in because they had literally sent Marcos Alonso to another planet. Rarely was he able to stop a Brighton player from beating him on the flank, much less track back and actually win the ball again. It was sad to see our defense get split so easily, mainly because of Alonso, but it also proves an important issue that I brought up in the last video, which is that our defense still has many problems to sort out. Now if we had Ben Chilwell and Thiago Silva, we probably wouldn't have nearly as many mistakes, but that just goes to show that the defenders of last season, the ones who were present in that Brighton game, are just not good enough. I would, however, say that in defense of our defense, if that makes any sense, Christensen had some pretty good moments in the game. Zuma looked pretty good to me. And of course, the best defender of the Brighton game was, in my opinion, my man of the match, Reece James. Reece James was in his top form this game, being defensively solid and continued to move out the pitch just like how we had seen him do it last season, where he would always give crosses into the box. Maybe not as many crosses as we would have liked to seen, but I would take his goal over that any single day because it was a fantastic goal. He kicked it with a lot of force, perfect accuracy, and it found its way into the back of the net. As if he wasn't playing brilliantly, he goes on to do that. It's just really something you like to see as a Chelsea fan. But yeah, Reece James was my man of the match. And a close second was Timo Werner because he also was attacking a lot and he had also taken his opportunities that if he had given them to either Abraham or Giroud, they wouldn't nearly have done as much with them as Timo did. He was quick, he was able to beat defenders, and he had taken a load of shots during the game. It just makes me so happy seeing a player so thirsty to get a goal, and that's the type of player Timo is. As for the other players, Kai Havertz didn't have the best of games, but it's really something not to fuss over about, seeing a debut play his first game. He wasn't as attacking minded as we would have liked to see him, and there were times when he honestly just did nothing with the ball. But hopefully this is because of the transition from Bayern Leverkusen to Chelsea, and we expect him to play better in the future games, of course. At least we know that when he loses the ball, he will do everything he can to win it back, because that's just the kind of person Kai is. He is a fighter till the end. Oh, and Chelsea fans who are on top of the Ruben Loftus-Cheek bandwagon, you know we also have Callum Hudson-Odoi, right? That's all I'm going to say about Ruben Loftus-Cheek for now. But now that we're done taking a look at the Chelsea v Brighton game, let's look at the Liverpool game. Now, as much as we would have liked to see all of our new signings play against Liverpool, because obviously we're going to need the best of our players for this kind of team, it's definitely not going to look like that. As of my knowledge, Pulisic, Ziyech, Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell are all out for this game, and that really sucks. I honestly wanted everyone to play against one of the top 6 teams, and the fact that we have Liverpool so early on means that we're already going to be facing the top team of England. Everyone already knows how good Liverpool is, and being current champions of England, they're going to live up to all the expectations that they can for Sunday. For a majority of the season, it really looked like Liverpool couldn't be stopped by any team until the beginning of the restart. Probably because they had won the title that they waited 30 years for. it looks like Liverpool have lost some momentum after winning the Premier League trophy. The very next match, after they had just won the league, they played Man City and they got absolutely hammered. And a few matches later, they had gone to tie with Burnley, lose to Arsenal, and we almost beat them, for crying out loud. If this doesn't go to show that Liverpool are in some sort of decline, then I don't know what would. And that's not me saying that a team that wins trophies can't go on to lose 2 games. I'm just saying that there is some sort of problems that Liverpool is having right now with their team, and it is something that we could see being exploited on Sunday's game. Heck, we had seen 90 minutes of it when Leeds went to put 3 goals at Anfield. Not only were the newly promoted Leeds able to compete with current champions Liverpool, but it honestly looked like they should have won the game, considering that Liverpool had 2 penalties which barely put them over the edge to win the game. It's evident that Liverpool have a bunch of problems in the back, just like us, but unlike us, they can rely on attackers like Mo Salah, Mane, and Firmino to score upwards of 4 goals, which is realistically something that Chelsea fans can't hope for. In fact, if we were to score 4 goals, we would probably end up conceding 8. That's the harsh reality when it comes to facing Liverpool. And that's even when their defense is not having the best of games, their attack is always going to be there to score goals. If Chelsea are going to have any chance of winning this game, then we're going to need the players that I just berated for not being good enough last season and in the Brighton game, to step up. Our fate in this game is honestly going to depend on them. And if they are doing the same mistakes that they usually do, then we're probably not going to go and win the game. Don't matter if you got Warner scoring a hat-trick. Mo Salah is going to bypass Marcus Alonso every single minute of the 90. Honestly, I'm just so tired talking about our defense, especially when you consider all the attacking talent that we have in this team. Yet it will ultimately come to the defense that will determine whether or not we actually win this game or not. And as the game draws closer, I'm expecting our attack to score many goals, yet I still probably remain a little bit pessimistic about our defense. Now, if we win the game, if we beat Liverpool, how will this shape the rest of the season? I bet if Chelsea were able to beat Liverpool on Sunday, many fans would already be tweeting out that we've already won the league. But I still feel that there's a certain Man City that we still have to be able to beat if we have any chance of winning the title. But you can expect many Chelsea fans to be looking forward to the rest of the season if we beat Liverpool. And despite all the issues that I brought out about this game, we're Chelsea, we can beat Liverpool. My predicted 11 will consist of Kepa in goal, Reece James on the right, Christensen and Zuma as center backs. Azpilicueta as left back, even though that's not his suited position, we really just need a left back for this game. Like, we'll take him, we'll even take Emerson, just not Alonso, please. Kante, Kai Havertz, and Kovacic in the midfield, a combination which hopefully doesn't get me age restricted. Mason Mount on the left, Warner up top, and Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right. For me, this is our best XI right now until everyone is fully fit and we can fully develop our new team. And as of my predicted score, it's going to be 3-2 Chelsea. It's going to be a tough game, but it's going to be a memorable one as well. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe to your local blue, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.